Yo, what's going on, man? Julio, what's good? How do you stop RPO, especially RPO stretch? Let's call RPO stretch. Let's call some RPO stretches. One of the best things you can do against RPOs is you don't want to run zone, you run man. If you really want to super bag it, man coverage is always your best bet. Just for the simple fact that you can, when you play zone, your defenders think that it's a pass, so they back up against RPOs. The defense backs up against RPOs as if it's man. So not as if it's man, as if it's a pass play instead of a run play. So zone isn't the best against RPOs. My man's Lucky J, what's good with you? Zone isn't the best against RPOs. Man coverage is a little bit better. So I mean, I'm gonna pick 3-3-5 wide. We're gonna pick a RPO. But at the same time, you know, you just really wanna. Oh yeah, I forgot. You can't flip this defense. All right, here we go. But man coverage, everyone kind of runs towards the ball. Oh god, he got out of that. Sheesh. Larceny was good. KT was good with you. Oh snap. Let me call timeout. A lot of times if you pick like a cover one, I forgot that the Mike Blitz 0 play, if you can find like a cover 0 man coverage defense, that's really, really good. Or cover one, like cover one defenses like this one here, this cover one contain, where your safety's manned up. The more people in man, the better. The more people that aren't in zones, the better. All right, so something like this could really work. You can use it as safety here. You see, I shift the defensive line towards. We shift the defensive line towards the up. I mean, he just breaks every tackle. Who's this running back? Barry Sanders. Shift the defensive line. I don't like the alignment of this. All right, 2 man under is the best. All right, it's a better alignment. I don't like the alignment of that. See, that's way better alignment wise when you got both your safeties back deep. Yeah, we're gonna stick with 2 man under for right now. If I could have a cover 0, or actually we're gonna go to a different defense. Let's go to a different defense. Oh, I didn't respond. KT, I don't always check all my messages. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let's pick a different defense. All right, so we're just gonna pick something out of nickel 3-3-5 will. Same thing. I mean, are all the cover 0s broken where you can't flip them? All right, it looks like. I mean, I never knew that, but are all the cover 0s broken like that where you just cannot flip them? Okay, this one, but this is a where the cornerback's blitzing. All right, here we go. This is a cover 0, and just watch how like the safeties kind of help you out with the run fits. I mean, hike the ball, computer, please. All right, well, he didn't really help in this one. Maybe it's because the slot cornerback's blitzing. But if you really look at, we got to find a cover 0 that actually like does what I want it to do. Can't go dime. I'm not really a 3-4 kind of guy. more defensive backs, but I'm a nickel guy. You know, I like rocking out with the nickels and stuff like that. But even in 3-4, you can still, like I said, you want to have your defense shifted towards the strong side of the run. Always. Anytime you're playing a run, you want your defense shifted towards the strong side. That way, it makes it harder. You know, it reduces the cutback lanes, all that stuff. All right. Once again. And you see, kind of when you're playing man covers, dudes start shooting gaps more. They actually want to kind of play in the run fits. You see that linebacker, the safety. Now, honestly, what I would do, you see how this safety here is just kind of trying to play the run? He's too close. So I would back him up some. Back him up some. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Back him up some so that he doesn't, you know, get caught up in the mush, tripling and, you know, tumbling over people. And the computer wants to pass. Sheesh. Oh, man, the computer. Shout out to the computer, yo. They knew I was about to bag it. All right. One more time. All right, we're going to press him this time. That way he can throw a slant. You see how the safety is able to play a little bit more back. Yeah, you can. If you want, you can also, you know, play 2-man under and spy the safeties. I like the all-out man better because when they're all-out man, they're still going to kind of do this somewhat of the same thing that a spy would do, but they're also guarding someone. When you have spies out there, they aren't guarding or doing anything, so they're really just in the way. So that's the one difference between having them in a spy and versus having, you know, your guys manned up in like a cover zero. So once again, you see how he's really just kind of watching the running back and going wherever he goes. That's really what you want. If you got him too low in the box, he's gonna mess up. My man's Mike Ward, what's good with you? Lucky J, what's good? Larceny, what's good? Music, what's good, fool? My man's Bambodian. Appreciate you, bro. What's the best way to beat the bubblegum schemes? The best way to beat the bubblegum schemes is to really not overthink it. Don't over adjust. Simplify your defense. You know, maybe play some cover 4 or cover 2. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to overdo it against the bubblegum and overthink it. A lot of times, that's what gets people in trouble is that they start like overcompensating for the gimmicky offenses. What's your favorite red zone offense? Been struggling scoring. My favorite red zone offense is one. You can never go wrong. Wheel routes and curl routes. Wheel routes, curl routes, hitches. That's really your best bet. I really like wheel routes. You know, curl routes, hitches, stuff like that. You're gonna have some success in the red zone, just running, you know, doing basic stuff like that. Being able to, so you might have like a wheel flat combination. You might have a flat route and a wheel route combination on one side of the field. Yeah, that works. What playbook do you like, Armando? Babe boy, what's good with you? Unless you're just planning on running my playbook. I'll just show you what I do. Some of the stuff I like to do. Live like a penguin or live like a penguin. Live like a penguin. What's good? So you really can do it out of any formation. I mean, I can pick a random formation and you just want to be able to have a combination. Okay, so boom, we got a mesh spot play right here. You know, the mesh wheel routes are always going to be some of your best wheel routes for being able to score in the red zone, right? So what's one thing you can do? Okay, boom. So boom, right here, I mean, a simple wheel and a flat combination. We got a flat route to push out the zones. I mean, that's a yellow, so we can't really fit it in there on that yellow. Actually, let's get on a hash mark, because a lot of times hash marks change too. So if you're in the coast, okay, I'll show you actually like stuff I do versus freestyling a random play. But I mean, this random play can still work. See how much different it played when you're in the middle. That's another thing, chat. When you're in practice mode, you notice the difference on how zones play versus when you're on the hash mark versus you're in the middle versus you're in the left hash and it's going towards the Y. Everything changes. You see that yellow zone is nowhere near the wheel route now. Like he's nowhere near that wheel route. All right. So boom, we got the wheel route open. You know, with the flat route and the wheel. I mean, obviously you're in a set where you can run the ball inside zone, trap, stuff like that. Okay, so then now it's your job to find something else that will you know, get the guys you know, that'll get open. Okay, so boom, I see it. We got the dig route, right? So we got a dig, a hitch, and a wheel route. Good space in between these two. Boom, wheel route's open. I don't like how the dig doesn't really get open. So you just need to find something that gets open for the other side of the field. You know, you can't have the wheel route be the only thing that gets open. Now the problem is post routes be turning around, so we'll see. Didn't like that either. And also you see how much different it plays when the tight end goes out. All right, I don't like that play. I don't like that play at all. I don't like how any of that develops. All right, let's go to actual gun bunch, man. Look, this is what you know what I'm saying. One of the things I like to do in the red zone. You can never go wrong with you can never go wrong with mesh post, right? Simple combination here. Hitch, curl, flat, wheel route. You got your wheel route here, open. All right, now let me show you the other side. You know, you just gotta put a basic out route or flat route on, you know, on the right side. You know, you can never go wrong with mesh post, ever. And then you got a hitch, you know, curl, flat combo on the left. Boom. So you got two sides of the field. So now the user can't guard both. Armando. So that's like one of the go-to combinations in the red zone right here. Simple combo. You got your wheel route. You got your curl flat combo here. And I mean, you can't go wrong with that. That's going to get you in the end zone more times than not, especially like playing seasons, weekend league, stuff like that. And it's just simple low balls and stuff like that. That's going to be a go-to though. Mesh post. Mesh post in the red zone. And then obviously, you know, you can mix in you know, running inside zone, different things like that. But if you need a pass play, that's a go-to right there. Live like a penguin. I'm doing good, bro. How about yourself? I've been struggling defending the pass. Any tips? Is it better to use it as safety or linebacker? It depends on which defense, what kind of defense you're running, penguin. Live like a penguin. Live like a pigeon. My bad. I'm tripping. My fault. I'm not really a big fan of hitting the seams. It depends. Like it's a tough read in the red zone. When it comes to like hitting the seams, like it's a very tough read to do that in the red zone because the safeties, the red zone is so condensed, and so you got, you know, it's hard to make that read so fast. And if they have like quarters or anything like that, you can never throw it. So I'm never really a fan of. It's really the seams really are only open one if you spread out your offense and you're going up against like cover 2 or cover 3. If you're in a compressed set, it's only open against cover 2. Yeah, so it's like the seams aren't as open unless it's, you know, cover 2. You know, you're really, you know, restricted to just cover 2 and cover 3 for attacking the seams. So whereas I want a concept that's going to work against man, it's going to work against cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, cover 6, doesn't matter. So like that's the thing. If attacking the seams in the red zone, like this close into the red zone, it's just, you're literally limited to one look. And if you don't get that one look, play is scratched. Yeah, it depends on like what formation you typically run though, Pigeon. It really does. It really does. So you say you in the Patriots defense. Let's look at the Patriots playbook on defense real quick. I like to user a linebacker, Pigeon, and then 2. What am I doing? That's not the playbooks. 2, when I user the linebacker, I like to have safeties at linebacker. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but you can sub a safety at linebacker in Madden. So, well, not in all formations though. In any nickel formations and dime formations, you can sub a safety at linebacker. 3-4 and 4-3, you can't sub them there. Lando Legs was good. So like, okay, what all do you have? You got 4-3 even, 4-3 odd, 3-4 bear, 3-4 even, 3-4 odd, down 1-4-6, down 2-3-6, dime sugar weak, 2-4-5, double A gap, 3-3-5 odd. I'd probably say these 3 formations are your 3 best formations: 3-3-5 odd, double A gap, and 2-4-5. And I prefer to use the linebacker. If you're using a safety, it's too much responsibility on your user to have to make up for a lot. You're gonna have to make up for, you know, guarding the deep. Now you're responsible for having to get back for deep posts and deep crossers, and just like a lot of the deep routes you're going to be responsible for getting back to because you're the safety. If you're using the linebacker, now you can use it underneath and be more useful to the defense. You don't want to have to chase after a streak. You should never have to chase after a streak with your user. You want your zones to be able to take care of that. Matthew, you have to max protect to block the 6-1 defense. So yeah, so I don't know if you're aware, but you can sub safeties at linebacker, right? So if you go to that linebacker spot, boom, we put a safety here. I put another safety there. Boom. So now we got 2 safeties, and we have 7 total defensive backs on the field now versus having 5, right? If I were you, I'd probably run 2-4-5. If this is the playbook you want to run, I'd run 2-4-5. Probably put a couple edge threats on the ends, and then I use the linebackers, aka your safeties. So now you have more work to do. If I'm running cover 2, I'm not going to use the vert hook. You want your vert hooks on the field. I would use the mid read guy, right? And then now you can make adjustments as you need. Whatever you can do, whatever you want to do. Turn back to cover 2. You can start manning people up. You do whatever you want to do. But I would use this guy here. That's your best bet. And like I said, I think 2-4-5 is probably your best defense in the playbook that you're running. It's going to be the most versatile defense. You're going to be able to stop most things running this 2-4-5. So that will be what I would recommend. Definitely for doing that. Run 2-4-5. Like I said, get yourself maybe 2 edge threats. I don't know if you play regs or mutt. Or double or nothings on your ends. Something. Put some passers out there, or maybe you put 4 unpredictables out there. It just depends on you, man. Whatever floats your boat on what you want to do defensively. It's up to you. The world is your oyster, man. Go ahead and do what you need to do. And then, mix up your coverages out of nickel. That's another good thing about nickel 2-4-5. You got so many different coverages. You can go match. You see, you got the cover 2 sync. If you want to blitz, you already got nickel blitz 2, where you can blitz a slot cornerback. You got cover 4 quarters. You got cover 6, cover 3 cloud, and cover 4 palms. Cover 6 invert. You have a bunch of different coverages that you can go to in nickel 2-4-5. So you'll be able to stop run and pass out of this defense. That's definitely what I would do. I would go ahead, get that sub safeties at linebacker, and maybe get you some pass rushers on the defense. Maybe 2 double nothings on the ends, or 2 edge threats on the ends, or you can go 4 unpredictables, or 2 edge threats and 2 unpredictables at D tackle. That's what I would do, Pigeon. Do I like the balanced offensive playbook? Yes, vert hooks will match. They will match. Vert hooks will match certain routes. Like they'll match certain corner routes against certain formations. So like here, let me see if I can find a corner route play. All right, here we go. I think it's going to match this corner route here. The slot cornerback vert hook. They don't match all the time though, but sometimes they'll match. There he didn't match. He just kind of ran back. I mean, he just bumped him. But they will sometimes match on seam routes and corner routes. But it's not like every time thing. I don't know the full rules for how they'll do it. And the other thing is, when it comes to matching, you cannot shade. So you can't shade your defense down or up if you want your zones to start matching on things. Like vert hooks, hook curls, stuff like that. You don't want to shade them if you want them to match on something. But I have seen them match on certain routes. Maybe it's the curl flat corner. Let's see. Nah, he ain't matched that either. Maybe if I put the dude on the streak, I don't have 2 controllers set up right now, so that's probably the reason why. Yeah, Lando. Yeah, you're right. They carry the number 2 vertical. If not, it takes a crosser. Yeah, they'll do that. But certain route combos will stop them from matching and stuff like that, or cause them to match. And so it really just kind of depends on the route combination. But I prefer to have my vert hooks on the field versus having a mid read or anything like that. What's the best blitz setup for 3-3-5 wide since post patch? I think I've been setting it up wrong. When they send 5 out, my pressure isn't even getting in, which is a problem. Yes, it is. I mean, the best way to do it is still the same way. Send 5. I mean, I prefer to, yeah. The way that I prefer to do it is this right here. If I'm going around 3-3-5 wide, right? Oh snap! They got Richard Sherman as a safety on here. That's crazy. All right. Spread D line, crash up, contain. The key to nickel 3-3-5 wide is you want to stand the opposite side of the running back. If the running back's on the left, you stand to the right. A lot of times you might want to get physical. Hit that line. You know, sometimes you just want to hit the line. Another thing, if you know they're sending 5 out, right? You know they sending 5 out. And let's say they got 3 receivers to the right. What you want to do, instead of containing the running back side, blitz that guy. Only contain the side where the most of their receivers are. Oh yeah, I don't know what happened to him right there. But you want to stand opposite side of the running back. And the purpose of this defense, oh god, he chopped him fast. The purpose of this defense really is not really a more of a scream defense. It's a defense that sheds and causes pressure. But boom, scream off the edge right there. It really just is, you want to stand opposite side of the running back. Stand opposite side of the running back. You can stand right here. You just want to stand opposite side. That's it. That's really all it is to it. And if the running back's blocking, you know you're gonna loop him. So like if they block the running back, you know he's gonna get looped. Same thing, like I said, the spread D line, crash out, contain. And you see, he's getting looped. That's all there is to it, really. It's nothing simple, different, but that's just the thing right there, bro. Tay McCullough, I don't know if you knew that little detail about it, but you want to stand opposite side of the running back. So if the running back's on the left, stand to the right of the center. If the running back's on the right, stand to the left of the center. That's it. The live stream schedule for HuddleGG. I know I do my office hours on Saturdays, and we go live at 11. I go live at 11 on Saturdays. I forget what time and day. If you aren't in the Discord, I forget what time and day ANCAP goes live. I'm trying to check right now for you. He goes live during the week though. Thursday. He goes live on Thursdays. Trying to see what time. I do know he goes live on Thursdays. That's it. I don't see his exact time, but I would assume it's during the daytime. So look out for ANCAP on Thursdays. IT Ray, what's good with you, man? How you doing, bro? Tay McCullough said, I just got to get more aggressive with the lineman. That's all I've been on the opposite side of running back, but I bail out and covers too fast. Yeah. Don't bail out. Don't bail out too fast, Tay. You gotta get aggressive. You really do gotta get aggressive. No, I'm in acros. I'm still acrobats everywhere. I'm acros over everything. You know, I like acros at safety still. So yeah, I'm not taking the pick artist over acro at safety. I think that acrobats just make too many plays to not have them on the field. So I'm a believer in the acrobats. Firm believer in the acrobats. Zigonomics, let's look at your balanced offensive playbook. Yeah, I know it's during the daytime. I don't know the exact time. 3 p.m. sounds about right. That seems about the time where I start to get notifications from them. But let's look at your balanced offensive playbook. Here we go. I do it depends on what defense I'm running, Mike Ward. If I go 3-2-4-5 odd, then I'm gonna have 7 acrobats. If I'm in wide, it'll be 6 acrobats, 2 unpredictables. So it really does depend on the defense. Music. I think 3-3-5 will stop. You can honestly, I feel like you can stop the run out of any defense in this game. I feel like any defense you can stop the run. You just gotta have what you need. Yeah, extra elite is worth 4 AP. It's definitely worth 4 AP. I mean, if you're gonna have an edge stretch, put some under pressures. That's all it is, really, an edge stretch with under pressure. All right, so we got A slot. Let's see what's in your A slot. That's probably your best formation here. So you got a read option. You got this PA read play. This PA read play was a solid play, or it used to be at least, because the tight end crosser, you see that tight end crosser is a little bit deep. That thing probably gets over 30 flats, honestly. You got a deep tight end crosser there. And that, that post from circle is going to be tough too. So you got 2 post routes, and you got a deeper post from square where you can probably bomb, right? Let's see how deep this tight end crosser goes. Oh yeah, that thing is deep. It probably won't get over 30s, but it's still pretty deep. Let's see where I just threw that to. All right, so we're about what? All right, we have the 26. Where did it go to? That's 25 yards. Yeah. So it definitely would get over 25 flats. I don't know about 30 flats. Maybe it would get over 30 flats. Pretty deep crosser right there. So that's 2 deep routes right there that you have in one play. One from your tight end, and you don't really get tight end crossers that go that deep, right? Then, circle, you see what circle does. Circle is going to be pretty deep as well. Yeah, that post from circle is going to get really deep over 30s. I can guarantee you that one's getting over the top of every zone. And you see, that wasn't even that wasn't even I didn't have a streak or anything like that to push the deep blue back. So this is a solid play right here that you can mess with, put together a few route combinations with. Then you got an RPO bubble. Official Antonio, how do you beat the run commit glitch? RPOs. There you have it. I just taught you something new. It does not work against RPOs because they think it's a pass. So it does not work. They do not run commit. I mean, obviously you can run commit against an RPO, but you have that. It doesn't apply for the way the run commit glitch works. Run commit glitch, you have to send 3 people or less. Okay. But if they're sending 4 or 5 people and they run commit, then they're going to run commit. That's just a real traditional actual run commit. And if they do that, then congrats. They just outsmarted you that play. But for the actual run commit glitch, if you run an RPO, they won't run commit. So like, for example, this RPO bubble, if you ran it and they did the run commit glitch, it will not work. Well, the plays, you got a QB power here. You got this play X spot. I mean, you got some solid plays in this playbook. Zigonomics, you got some solid plays in here. You got you got a little short post from your tight end. Here, where you can run a little combination like so, slant post. You got your little hitch route there. Short corner out from circle. Ahmad, there's nothing to it. Just run commit. You gotta send 3 people or less. There's a video. I don't know where the video is. I don't know who put a YouTube video out on it. But to my knowledge, there's a YouTube video on it somewhere out here in the YouTube world. But essentially, you just have to blitz 3 people or less and then run commit. So that's really all it is to it. Let me see. We're gonna pick a. I tried to flip sides. I guess I had to go run a play real quick. All right, so here we go. So look, right here, I'm blitzing 4 people. So I would have to put one of those guys in coverage. Run commit. That's it. If they run the ball, your team run commits. If they pass the ball, they won't run commit. Okay? A bluff blitz counts as a rusher. A bluff blitz counts as a blitzer. So right now, I just ran commit. I bluff blitz that guy that was blitzing that linebacker. It counts as a run commit. So if they pass, you're gonna run commit. It's that simple. No more or less to it. You have to send 3 people or less. I don't know how it applies to current gen versus next gen, but all I would say do is just go ahead and try it in current gen. But that's all there is to it. You have to blitz 3 people or less. If they're running, your team will run commit. If they pass, they won't. What secondary adjustment do you make when you run Mike Bliss 3 out of 335 wide? When I run 335 wide and I run Mike Bliss 3, I mean, it depends. Perk Nowinski, it really does. It depends on what my opponent does. It depends on the offense I'm going against. What I would do out of Mike Bliss 3 versus Bunch versus what I would do against Trips, it isn't necessarily the same thing. So it really does kind of depend. But like if you want like basic stuff that gonna apply like a universal setup, it just basically double Mabel, come out, shade down, and then put both linebackers in purples. That's the most simple universal setup for it. Is that right there? But aside from that, the adjustments I'm gonna do are gonna be different. I mean, even against bunch, it's gonna be different. Sometimes I might do this. Sometimes I might double Mabel on the left and then do a purple and a hook curl on the right. Sometimes I might say, forget it and blitz 5. And then, you know, switch the left side to a cover 2 and do that. Like it really does depends. It's never like, there's no like cookie cutter way of doing it. It's just pretty much it changes. Yeah, like sometimes I might, if I know they're going to do a bomb, sometimes I might put my safety in the inside quarter. You know, I might put my safety in the inside quarter someplace. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It just, it depends. It really does. Like defense isn't, it's not one of those things where you just make this one setup. You just go cover 3 or just go cover 2 and just put the controller down and play defense. And stop your opponents. That's really not how you play, you know, defense in this, especially in this era of Madden, where there's so many route combinations you can do. It's so much you can do defensively. And it's so hard to get pressure on the quarterback. You really have to get creative with your adjustments back there. So you can't, if you show someone the same look over and over again, if they're good, they're going to start to expose that look. Even if they're not good, when somebody gets comfortable enough against the coverage, they're going to start to expose it. So it really does depend. I have to kind of pay attention to what my opponent's doing or what they like to do. And then from there, that will kind of dictate the adjustments. But against those was like a couple different ways that I will kind of set up my Blitz 3 against bunch. But like I said, that might change against trips. Trips, I might do something different. When you control alignment and bull rush, it sends your zones. Are you pressing the right stick in? If you press the, I don't know how you bull rush. I've never used a rush with alignment. But if you are pressing the right stick in, that's probably why you are sending zones. That's probably the reason why. So like, you know, against a trips look, you know, I might do something like this where, you know, it might look like this against trips. So it really does. The formation is going to dictate a lot. It's going to dictate a lot, man. Oh, God. Buster Harley, my guy. What's good? Oops, did not mean to do that. What's your base defense against 3 receiver formations? 3-3-5 wide, Jay Muhammad. But there isn't, you know, my defense. Honestly, my base defense is going to be the same no matter what set there. And it doesn't matter if they have 3 receivers out there, 2 receivers, 1, 7 receivers. I don't care. They getting 3-3-5 wide. Yeah, we getting dotted by Danny Dimes right now. We are getting dotted by Danny Dimes. ASAP Ant, what's good, man? How you doing, bro? You all right? Yeah, if you press the stick in, you're gonna start to send in zones. You're gonna start to send zones. Do you know how to give yourself up in the pocket with the quarterback? I have no idea, Q-Meal. Let's find out right now. I have no idea. It used to be, I swear they changed it, but it used to be like pressing the both sticks in or something like that. I don't know. Let's find out. I swear they took it out the game. All right. Well, I swear it just didn't work. But I pressed both triggers and both sticks in. I don't know if it's okay. Well, so left bumper, L2, and both sticks. Okay. All right. So it's L2 and right stick, right bumper, L2 and right and R3. I wonder if that same thing. No, it don't work when you cross the line of scrimmage. You will fumble. You will fumble. Don't do it. All right, don't do it when you cross the line of scrimmage. I don't know how to get down without pressing square to slide when you cross the line of scrimmage. But there you go. That's how you surrender. L2 and press the right stick in. So L2 R3. Best way to work the pocket, get into practice mode. No, you can't fake slide like Buddy in. That would be tough. That would be tough. I don't Armando, my answer to that question would be, I don't know if you were just in here just now, but it'll be the same answer that I just gave a couple minutes ago about there's really no base way. I run 3-3-5 wide, and there isn't one set adjustment. It's really kind of like a mixture of maybe I might send 5, sometimes I might send 4, then sometimes I might send 3 people, and double Mabel. It's very contingent on my opponent. It's contingent on my opponent and how they play. There's really no cookie cutter way to play any offense. I don't have a set way I like to play them. But yeah, get in practice mode. The best way to do it, Brady, because the sheds are so crazy in practice mode. The best way to do it is get here in practice mode like now. Go against like a 4-man rush and just stand here as long as you can. And what you do, just try to last in the pocket as long as you can. That's it. So really what you do is you snap the ball, right? So when you snap the ball, you take a quick glance. Or am I getting blitz? Yeah, yes or no? Where's the blitz coming from? Then also, if I'm not getting blitz, so like here I'm getting 4-man rush. Which rusher is getting the most like edge pressure? It's this guy on his left. So that's the guy where you're gonna have to kind of step up and slide to the inside of that tackle. So boom, you kind of have to step up here, and then now we chilling. Quick glance, and then just sit in practice mode and do this. Like back in the day, I don't do it anymore. I would just be in practice mode sometimes, just chilling, just trying to see how long I can last in the pocket. That's it. Just kind of just sit here, chill, as long as you can. And just sit in practice mode and chill and try to sit as long as you can. And then once you see you're about to get shed, try to make a read. And it's quick glances to the line. You don't want to stare. It's really kind of something you kind of look at it with your peripherals. But I mean, to start off, you're probably gonna have to stare at it just so you can get a feel for how you need to step, and just do that in practice mode over and over again. Who cares that you're getting sacked right now? This isn't a real game. Right now, we're just trying to get our pocket better and see how which ways, like which side steps make them shed you more, different things like that. Just sit in practice mode, because these sheds are insane. You can really get a feel like that. Um, so when it comes to finding your own scheme, you have to ask yourself this question. One, you got to pick a playbook. You have to determine how you want to play the game. Right? Do you want to run the ball more? or you want to pass 50-50? Do you want to run multiple formations? Or do you want to kind of master? Do you want to be a jack of all trades? Or Chelsea, what's going on with you? Yeah, no, I don't do a camera or music for this stream right here. This is really just a sponsor stream that I do for an hour on the weekends. It's not like the traditional or regular streams. But so when you want to identify, okay, what do I want to run, right? And then you say, okay, let's say you want to run Y trips. Do you want to run multiple formations and be a jack of all trades? I'm not really a fan of that. I think you should master 1 to 2 formations and really condense down your offense, because then you're going to be way more efficient and way more effective, right? So I think that's the number one thing you want to figure out. My actual channel, twitch.tv/BugattiBugs. So then you want to do that. Then you want to say, okay, do I have a run play? If it's more of a pass set, you really don't care about the run play as much, right? Run plays don't matter if you're planning on airing that thing out. So then you want to say, if you're trying to develop a scheme, you want to be able to say, all right, how does the game play this year? What are some key factors? Well, the key factor in any game, every man, can you attack the left side of the field? Can you attack the middle of the field? And can you attack the right side of the field? And can you also bomb? Can you get a big play? Do you have a big play threat as well in your offense? If the answer to all 3 of those questions, I just put it in the chat, Sports Guru. That's if you scroll up 2 comments, that's it. So if the answer to all those questions are yes, then you have an offense. All right, so we're gonna start with this Y trips. 1, we have a play that can attack deep and attacks the left side of the field. This post right here from R1, that's a solid post. It's gonna go pretty deep down the field. Okay, so we got a solid post play right here. So that's 1. So we have 1 play. All right, so now we've attacked the left side of the field. Can we attack the right side as well? I don't know what play I just picked. You want to have posts or crossers coming from each side of the field if you can. So slide drive. Let's see what this slide drive play looks like. All right, so you got a post going towards the left side of the field, and you got a stock fade to the right. So now it's going to be tough, really tough for your opponent to run cover 2, because you got that fade on circle that's going to go straight to the sideline. So you got that fade there. So now you can also expose cover 2 to the sideline with this 1 play. I mean, I am getting shedded. Sheesh. I mean, the flat really did follow him all the way across the field. Also, check out I put out a YouTube video on HuddleGG. Because my man's in the Huddle Discord, Office Hours Discord, says, when developing a scheme, how do you find bombs? I put out a video on Huddle on this YouTube channel. If you're watching on the YouTube channel right now, check it out. It's called How to Bomb. It was in Madden 21, but it applies for every single Madden. That, a lot of times tips I give you guys the actual tools. A lot of times when I give you a tip, I'm gonna give you the actual tools. So that way it's going to apply from Madden to Madden. You know what I'm saying? because I can give you a tip that really only applies to Madden 22. But, you know, then you're going to have to come back. You're going to have to come back and ask me that same question again next year. I like to give people the tools so that now they can take it and do whatever they want with it from year to year. But to keep it simple, Russ, to answer your question quickly on how to find a bomb, one, you need, a lot of times you're going to need like a deep post. You're going to need some kind of deep post route to bomb. And it's going to depend on what coverage you're trying to bomb, on what route combinations you want to put out there to bomb something. But like, you see how this post route from circle is really, really deep? You're going to need something deep like that to bomb. So boom. See right there, that bomb's covered too. There you have it. We found one that quick. We found one in this formation that quick. I mean, we don't have no time because of the game. We're getting screamed at, but you see he's gone. Touchdown. All right, we're gonna block everybody here. I mean, look at the post and how he's just getting jammed and bumped up the field. Sheesh. I mean, this is insane. This is insane. The pass, I mean, this dude is screaming at me, yo. He is screaming at me. Like, screaming at me, chat. Jeez Louise. But anyway, it starts with having a deep post. What I would say do, Russ, is go check out that video. I do a full breakdown. I think it's like a 10-15 minute video where I break down exactly how you want to how to bomb coverages. It's on the HuddleGG YouTube channel. Check it out. You're gonna have to scroll a little bit deep because I think it was over the summer. But it's there and something you can constantly refer back to with how to bomb. But yeah, get caught up. That's really the key. Like, you wanna be able to attack each area of the field. So you see we had two different plays where one attacked the left side of the field, one attacked the right. Then you got to find something in the middle that attacks the middle of the field as well. And then, you know, we found a bomb. So the only thing left was to find something that kind of attacked the middle of the field. And then from there, you got to take it into an actual game and see what it looks like in real live action. Because everything looks and sounds good in practice mode. And then you take it into the game and you start to find out little things like, I don't like this, or I don't like this. This play takes too long. I get sacked a lot. Or this play, you know, it's way too easy to stop. This route doesn't get open with this combination when I'm playing real games. And then you start to like tinker with it, or you just scratch it and then you find something else. But that's like the basis of how you build, and then you go from there. Lewis, I set my zone drops on defense. I set my flats to 30s, and I set my flats to 30s, my curl flats to 5s, and my hook curls to 5s. Or sometimes I'll switch my hook curls to default. I bounce between default and 5s on my hooks. Got some good concepts to beat Mabel defense. Big KT. The most simple way to beat Mabel. My man's Ed the Gamer. What's good with you? Most simple way to beat Mabel is curls. Curl flat. Curl flat combination is going to destroy Mabel. Now I don't have... Actually, is there a Mabel in here? It's not. I don't have to control the set, so we're just gonna have to make it work right here. All right, this is gonna apply even if it was Mabel. Even if it was Mabel, this is still gonna get open. Curls, curl flat combination. Those two curls are gonna beat Mabel because the flats are gonna go out to the flats. They're gonna go out to the flats and the curls are gonna be open. That's always something that's going to destroy it. And just attacking the middle of the field. So like this simple combo right here is going to destroy Mabel because you got a post in the middle of the field. And because it's Mabel, because it's double Mabel, the user is going to have to either sit in the middle and guard that post, or he's gonna have to run to one of the curl routes. One of those curl routes are gonna be open. It's gonna be wide open like that. And you can take that concept, you can take this concept and really kind of apply it to almost any formation. So you can take that and then say, all right, cool. Now let me go ahead and do this out of the formation I like to run. Another thing you can do is flat wheel route combination. Got a flat out there. You know, that wheel route's too wide. I would probably do it towards the wide side of the field. I mean, I run gun bunch. I run Philadelphia playbook, ATL streets, or Indianapolis playbook. They're the same playbook, but that's what I run. I mean, I run it no matter what defense I'm playing. I don't change my offense. If you want to like see a breakdown of my offense, you'd have to go to my Twitch channel. If you sub to my channel on Twitch, tier 2, then you can get my ebook that breaks down my full offense. It's gun bunch in tight slots. But I run it no matter what I'm going up against. And if you do that, if anybody in the chat does do that, go to my chat, my Twitch chat. The link is in the YouTube chat. Go to twitch.tv/BugattiBugs. Subscribe tier 2. If you type exclamation tier 2 in my chat, I don't have to be live. The Nightbot will post the link for you to be able to go to the ebook. All you gotta do is connect your Huddle account, your HuddleGG account. If you don't have a HuddleGG account, create one, connect it to your Twitch account on that Huddle link that you'll be able to get out of my Twitch chat, and then you'll be able to access the ebook. But yeah, that would be the best place. But that's what I do. I just run gun bunch the whole game, nonstop. Yeah, they did, Lewis. They fixed the streaks. So like you talking about like tight end streaks? Yes, they go straight up the field now. The slot streaks still kind of mess up when you're doing it when you motion, I mean, or flip the play and stuff like that. But the tight end streaks are fixed. I have a problem setting my defense. Out of 3-3-5 wide. Any suggestions? What do you mean by setting your defense? One of the best things you could do, I mean, not sure what you're having a problem setting. Exactly. I don't know if you're talking about like what to set your zone drops to, or actually getting the defense set up. If it's actually getting the defense set up, this defense 3-3-5 wide. The thing that makes it so good is because of how easy and simple it is to run. Because you can just, all it is, you know, if you're trying to set up the blitz, you just spread the defensive line, and then crash up and contain and blitz your linebackers. It's a real quick global blitz defense. If you're talking about what to do against your opponent, that part is going to be complex, because you know what I need to do to stop Lewis M out of 3-3-5 wide is going to be completely different than what I need to do to stop Taylor Murphy or Sports Guru or Big KT or anybody else in the chat, because everybody's different. And so it's really like it's going to be different adjustments. All right, last questions. What's the right adjustment to stop the trips tight end bomb? Inside quarters. You gotta have your zone drop set though. Or you can just run a cover 4 drop and they won't be able to bomb you. Run cover 4 drop, they can't bomb you at all, Taylor Murphy. Let's see. I mean, this isn't trips tight end, but you run cover 4 drop. Or like I said, if you put set your zone drops, they are not going to be able to bomb you if you got cover 4 drop. That safety will get back and save you. But yeah, set your zone drops. If you set your zone drops and you put an inside quarter on the safety, and then I will also put like the cornerback on that side. So like, let's say for example, the cornerback on the right side, on the tight end side, I'd put him in a outside third. That safety on the tight end side, I will put him in the inside quarter. Make sure your zone drops are set. Shade over the top, and then boom, you'll be good. Because if you don't shade over the top, sometimes they act goofy. That's what I would do. My man Sports Guru, first time chatting in the chat, man. I appreciate you. To stop RPO pass, do you put your zone drops on to 0? Yes, you can put 7 to 0. And that's what kind of like it'll jump those RPO bubbles and stuff like that. Just you really just want to do it for your flats. All right, last question. Raiders is the best run playbook. Yes, it is. Raiders has been the best run playbook for a couple years now. Since Madden 20. I'm a heavy runner. I want to run the ball the majority of the time. Oh, what playbook you want to run? I would say either Raiders playbook or Niners playbook, Lewis. Raiders or Niners. I'll show you real quick. How do you stop your deep third from glitching out from deep ends from the wide side? I haven't seen that, Kev, so I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. My man's Real John. I appreciate you, my brother. I would just change the zone to an inside quarter, Kev. That's what I would recommend do. I'm not quite sure what you're talking about, but I would just switch it to an inside quarter. So you can go Niners. You got eye close. You got eye pro. Slot close. Tight. Twin tight end. Wide off. Like you got a bunch of runs and you got some single back ace pair. Deuce close. You know, wing flex close. You got a lot of run formations. So between the Raiders. So between these two playbooks, that one and the Raiders, my man's Real John. They're very similar playbooks. So you got bunch tight end in the Raiders, so you got a passing formation too that you can go to. So the way that I would pick it, Lewis, if I were you, whichever one you felt like had the better pass plays that you would prefer, that's how I would choose. I haven't looked at the Giants. Let me look at the Giants. Nah, I'm out the tournament, John. How you stop a deep post last your middle third on the left? The best defense for spread, cover 3 cloud. That's the best defense for spread. All right, so you got an H tight, H pro, H wing. What else you got? Got H pair, H close. You got a lot of single back runs. You got a lot of formations you can run single backs out of. I don't think it's better than the other stuff, the Raiders or Niners, but it's a solid book. And then their bunch got that unique little play. Their bunch has this little FL pivot play, which is a cute little play that you can go ahead and mix in. My man's Emmanuel was good. Yeah, we about to get wrap up in a second. So we getting some last questions in. I'm trying to get to all of them. Tatted. Oh, my man's Manny with the 16 months. I ain't see you, bro. Appreciate you. Tatted, to stop the deep post bomb, it would be exactly what I just told. I would just rewind back to 10 minutes ago. I just broke it down. What you would need to do to stop those runs. I mean, those passes. Those bombs, I mean. Oh, you said like to play circle from spread? Yeah, honestly, bro. What playbook has circle? I don't remember. Anybody know what playbook has circle? Hey, Manny, that's what's up, man. Ravens have circle. All right, say no more. All right, this is gonna be the last one. Best defense for empty sets. I'd probably say the same thing. Cover 3 cloud. Cover 3 cloud Cover 3 cloud is really, really good for like spread and 5 wides and stuff like that. Spreads, 5 wides, and all that stuff. That's cover 3 clouds normally are just going to give those formations some trouble. What playbook he said? Ravens. Playoffs was good. Stop it, Manny. Stop it. All right, here we go. And you said circle is bomb. Is glitching the third? How? How's circle glitching the third? Yeah, it's been storming in Atlanta, man. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're talking about. How to be baseline man? So deep in. Got it. So something like this. Not quite sure what you're talking about. I don't know. I guess I'm not seeing it. Got deep in from the wide. Oh man. No, pinching your whole defense is not the same thing as bump and run. How do you stop corner routes and 3-5 wide? Audible down from 3-5 wide, and Mike Blitz 0. Big Matt. I'm not the biggest fan of Mike Blitz 0 because you cannot flip the play. All right, KT. I'll check the message. Manny, I'll catch you later, bro. I don't like the cover 0 because you can't. They don't. What's his name? They don't. They don't. It doesn't align right, and you can't flip it. Okay. So you say flip it. Is it the crosser or I gotta put? All right, matter of fact, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, if you're going up against baseline man, I would say, I mean, one baseline man, you should be able to kind of beat that because of the fact that now you're getting free release. If they're running baseline man coverage against you, you should, like, whoever is not aligned directly over a receiver. If it's a cornerback not aligned directly over a receiver, put them on a streak. Streaks and slants should destroy that, Willie Bobo. You gotta get back to the basics. Streaks and slants. That's the best way to kill that. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. But yeah, Big Mac, the cover 0, you can't flip it. So what I would say do is, one, if you're trying to stop corner routes, don't try to stop them out of man coverage. Definitely not out of Mike Blitz 0. Those purples aren't going to get back fast enough out of linebacker from linebacker spots. You're going to have cornerbacks, like your outside cornerback, you want him in a flat or something like that to guard the corner out. Not your linebackers. Those linebackers aren't going to get back fast enough. Yeah, I always have my auto flip on. Supply demand was good. Yeah. Typically, I have baseline on Buster, but sometimes, depending on my opponent, sometimes I'll take baseline off. But majority of the time, I have baseline on. Double post. Really, you can stop double post with double Mabel. If you have, let's say, 15 flats, 5 purples, and then you put like a 5 hook curl on the bunch side from like your D lineman. So you only send in 2 people. That will stop double post. That makes sense? I'll show you a way it looks. Yeah, because I'm not really seeing how this bomb works. Let me get on defense real quick. So imagine this was double post that we're about to go up against. It's not, but imagine it was. Okay. Like that. That right there will slow it down. That will stop it. Because what happened is this little 5 hook curl right here will sit in the way of the halfback out route or in route. Then if you got your flats on 15 or 20, he's going to jump the C route to the left. He's going to play underneath and guard the drag. So then now you can kind of bait low, sit low for the running back and the drag, and then bounce back up to the post route. And that'll be how you want to stop it. Like I said, that pretty much would be how you would lurk it. And you're just sending 2 people. That's the best way to stop it. Or if you can just get real quick pressure on it, scream at them. All right, last question I'm gonna answer. X will be over. Okay, I think I get what you're talking about, Kev. I think I understand what you're saying now. Yeah, last question. Who wins between me and user? Me, of course. Big nickel blitz. I don't think I got big nickel in here. How would I stop that? I would change to cover 4 drop. I would switch and run cover 4 drop, Kev, or I would run like a cover 6 with zone drop set and shade over the top. That way you got an inside quarter and a deep half on the field. You want your deep half on the short side of the field, and then you want your inside quarter and outside third on the wide side of the field. That's what I would do to stop it. Make reads, what's good with you? With the big nickel blitz, I mean, you basically, what you would do with big nickel blitz is you show blitz. This is basically what big nickel looks like too. Show blitz, and then you send in 6, and you only got 1 safety high. That's the only thing with it. But you show blitz, that safety comes down to the box, and now you can script. But that's pretty much how you do the big nickel blitz. Show blitz, you can either send 6 or pick a side that you want to send it off of. So you can either send it off the left side, or you can send it off the right side, or you can send it off both sides. Right here, I send it off both sides, and we screamed at them. So, but chat, once again, my name is Boogs. In case you did not know, people in my Twitch chat, I know y'all know my name. But those of you in the HuddleGG YouTube channel watching, my name's Boogs. The formation I was just in, this is 2-4-5. It's nickel 245 that man that I was just in playoffs. But he was asking for big nickel blitz, but 245 I was able to do the same thing essentially. Yeah, my name's Bugs. I'll see y'all next Saturday. We'll be doing one again next Saturday at 11 a.m. man. I'll see y'all boys there and girls, if any girls are in the chat. Y'all be safe this weekend. Enjoy your weekend. And catch some of this MCS action. I believe that will be if somebody's streaming their games. But y'all be safe this weekend.